Hello, League. Welcome back. The Week 1 Power Rankings and Week 2 preview video is here. I am, as always, your commissioner. Happy to discuss the very anticipated Power Rankings. Christopher has already called me asking for what his ranking will be. I said, Christopher, you have to wait for the video. You might be surprised. You might not. But that's not for me or you to decide. These are the official Power Rankings. Nobody can argue them. They are what they are. Let's begin. Coming in at number 12, moving down 4 spots, 3-time champion Salvatore. Salvatore's got a lot of issues on his team. I love Sal, 3-time champion. But he's 12 right now. Coming in at number 11, no movement for this guy, Andy Unchained. Look, say what you want. Tough week for Andy. Had him ranked 11. He scored the fewest points in the league. He's going to be ranked 11. 10, moving down a spot, is Pat McCann. Now, Pat had a tough week. Joe Burrow had 3 points. I still think Pat's team is going to be pretty good. I think he's got a chance to make the playoffs. You never know what happens when you make the playoffs. Everybody knows that. But Pat dropping down 1 spot to 10. Moving up 3 spots from number 12 is Christopher Michael Gazzara. Now, Chris, I can't put you in the playoffs just yet, but the 9 seed, that's progress, my friend. We're getting there. Single digits, some might even say. So congratulations to Chris. That's big news. I know he's going to be really happy about that. Congratulations, Christopher. In 8th, dropping 2 spots, I have my opponent this week, Tom Gorman. Tom, I'm curious to see what the wide receivers will do. You know, former champion. He understands the ropes. He knows how to do it. But for right now, I have Tom 2 spots down at 8. Also dropping 2 spots, his fellow Pearl River friend, Matthew Stokes. Have Matt at 7. Matt did Matt get a win? Matthew did not get a win. He lost to John. Yes, I recall. So that hurts. Matt drops down to 7. I actually put myself at 6. Many people would argue that, say you can't put yourself 6. You know, you're a bottom 5 team. We'll see. That's up for me to decide and you to figure out. At 5, dropping 1 spot, I have Dylan. Not for any reason in particular, but I just thought the teams above him were maybe more suited for their positions is all. Coming in at number 4, I have Item Bag dropping 1 spot. Item Bag got a win. I think he's got a quality team. 4 is no joke. That's a top seed in the playoffs. You take 4 every time. Number 3, I have falling 1 spot, Luke Bonomo. Luke did not have a bad week. He got a win. He was, 2 last week, 3 this week. I give him a lot of credit. He's right there in the thick of it. And number 2, dropping 1 spot, is Mike Russell, former champion. Second most points this week, but lost. Tough, very tough. But Russell, I have it 2. And number 1, the biggest swing of the week, the Witch, moving 9 spots, Kyle Cart. So again, we have Kyle at 1, Russell at 2, Luke at 3, Chewy at 4, Dylan at 5, myself at 6, Stokes 7, Tom, Gaz at 9, 10 Pat, 11 Andy, and 12 Salvatore the Dinosaur. Without further ado, we will now transition to the previews. Now, we're going to first start with a matchup I'm very interested in. You're all very interested in, and that is none other than the great Pat McCann versus Mike Russell. Both 0-1. Interesting. Both teams need a win. You never want to be 0-2. You never want to be 0-2. Say it with me, Chris. You never want to be 0-2. Yahoo is projecting Michael to win. I am projecting Michael to win. I think Russell's going to pull it out. Although Eckler's got to play, but I think Russell's going to pull it out. Last week, by the way, 5-1 in my predictions. So, maybe not, the Bible here, but pretty close. Next, we have an interesting matchup. I believe it is the 4 seed versus the 3 seed in my power rankings. Luke Bonomo, Free Chiefsaholic, versus I Am Knuff John Tui. Now, Yahoo has Luke winning this matchup by about 2 points. Luke has Jalen Hurts playing tonight. I have a bet. Bet last week, real bad. That means we're due. And I have Luke Bonomo winning this matchup. I think James Conner against the Giants defense, that game could get ugly, and the Giants are going to win. Him being questionable doesn't help. He does have Tyreek Hill. You got to always be afraid of Tyreek. But Tyreek in New England, Sunday Night Football, I think the Pats show up. I don't know. I think I like Luke's matchups a little bit more this week. I'm going to go with Luke over John Tuihatenbag. Next, we have Dylan versus Andy, and Andy in a must-win situation can't fall to 0-2 again. Yahoo is predicting Dylan to win, and so am I. Look, I think Andy's team took a blow with Aaron Rodgers getting hurt. Garrett Wilson with that, 1,500, 12 touchdown ceiling is probably now more in the 1,100, 1,200, 6 touchdown ceiling area, which is a good receiver, but it's not a great receiver. He's starting Puka Nacua, who he paid $75 for. Najee Harris does nothing. Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe he'll get a few carries this week. Maybe he won't. Ask the Detroit Lions coaching staff. They might tell you. They might not. I just think that this is a spot right now where I would say it's tough. It's tough, but I would say Dylan is the favorite here. He's got Nick Chubb. He's got Mike Evans. I'm going to take Dylan in this matchup over Andy Unchained. Next, we have a matchup again of two 0-2 teams. Wally Balls, Matt Stokes versus Salvatore, Sally Stubbs. Both teams need to win. You can't start 0-2. I don't like doing this because I don't like his quarterback. But I'm taking Matt over Sal. Yahoo is as well. Justin Herbert predicted for 20 points. Highly doubt he gets there. T. Higgins can't be any worse, right? Devonta Smith, I'm sure he will have a good night tonight against the Vikings secondary, which is suspect at best. Sal has a lot of problems on his team right now, and he knows he'd be the first one to tell you. Christian Watson still not practicing. Travis Kelce, I don't know what that knee is. Nobody knows what that knee is. It's tough right now. Miles Sanders, Carolina's looking like a pretty god-awful team. It's going to be tough for Sal this week, I think. I think Matt pulls it out. Yahoo agrees with me. We shall see, though. Never doubt a 3-time champion, as they always say. Next, we have myself versus Tom, which I never get into. I think Tom, is looking to bounce back from only scoring 72-something points last week. Generally speaking, he does that. Tua is going to probably shit down my throat. Tony Pollard against the Jets, not the best matchup for Pollard. Saquon against Arizona, not the best matchup for me. Mark Andrews, if he plays, always dangerous. Aaron Jones, I'm sure he won't play for me. So, we got a lot going on here, a lot of moving parts. I'm not going to pick myself, obviously. You never pick yourself unless you're playing Andy or Gaz. I think that that should wrap it up. Oh, no, wait. I have one more matchup I need to go over. Gaz versus the Witch, Kyle Kopp. Now, look, Yahoo is saying you got to take Blair Witch on this. Laporta Potty can't prove it, hasn't shown that he can win. I'm picking Laporta Potty to win this week. I don't care what Yahoo tells me. I think this is Gaz's week. I think Gaz, sit down for this one. I think Gaz is a pretty good team. I don't like that he's starting A.J. Dillon. Let me actually put a caveat in here. If Gaz starts A.J. Dillon, I'm taking Kyle. I think Kyle's witchcraft, it's not October yet. It's not at its full force yet. He's not going to be able to take it away from Gaz right now. I think this is a week Gaz wins. Don't ask me why. But if he plays A.J. Dillon, I'm picking Kyle. But I got Gaz winning this week, which Yahoo does not. So those are my 5 predictions. Again, my winners are Dylan, Luke, Russell, Gaz, and Matt. 5-1 last week. And then my bet of the week today, of course, I'm just taking the Vikings plus 7.5. I think that's just too many points. I'm not sure how good the Eagles are. They almost lost to the Pats. Probably should have lost to the Pats. Teams that usually lose the Super Bowl are generally slow to start the next season. Jalen Hurts and co. Obviously great. Kirk Cousins, obviously bad on primetime. 7.5 is just a weird number. It's a lot. I think it's begging you to take the Eagles, and I want to take the Vikings. So that's the play. Vikings 7.5. Best of luck to everybody, especially you, Christopher. Better not start A.J. Dillon.